You were just telling me something that is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. That you swam from Maui to Lanai.
Right.
And you're the only humans to ever do that.
I'm told I was the first person to swim from Maui to Lanai and back. The one way is a pretty famous swim race that's done every year.
You're the first person to do it.
The round
and
trip.
Go back. Fuck, dude. Why'd you do that?
How long you got?
It started when I was a boy. They told me I couldn't do it. What made you want to do that? It's a ridiculous proposition.
So I decided this is going to sound silly. I read a book in January of 2004 about this woman named Penny Dean, who still to this day holds the record for the fastest crossing of the Catalina Channel. So swimming from Catalina Island to San Pedro, you typically swim to Point Vicente. And she had done it in like 7 hours and 20 minutes. And I was like, that's amazing.
How far is that?
As a crow flies, it's 21 miles. With the currents, it's a little longer. And I was like, I really want to do this, but I got to learn how to swim first.
So that's 3 miles an hour swimming?
She is a phenom. Penny Dean had a stroke rate of 90 strokes per minute, which, that might not mean anything to someone who doesn't swim, but like to have a hand hit the water every, 2/3 of a second is a remarkable cadence. Yeah, I can't hold a cadence of that for 100 yards.
Wow. And she did it for 20 miles?
Yeah.
What a beast.
She's out of control. Yeah.
There's certain people like that, man, that freak me out.
I think marathon swimming might be one sport where if you just look at the numbers, I think women are better than men.
Well, there's that woman who swam from Cuba to the United States, right? She was the first person ever to do that.
Yeah, Diana Nyad.
And didn't she do it like at a fairly advanced age?
Yeah. She's of course got an amazing pedigree of swimming, and this wasn't her first rodeo.
Right. Why do you think women are better than men at that?
Those of us that I'm not a member of this community anymore, but when I was, it was one of our favorite topics of discussion. I think opportunities or ideas that were put forth were higher pain tolerance, something about being, evolving to be able to give birth. Just means they can tolerate pain a lot higher. I think another thing I've heard is buoyancy. Women are naturally going to have more body fat, which provides insulation. When you do these swims, you're not allowed any wetsuits or aids of any sort. So
just shorts.
You're in a Speedo and a single latex cap, and that's it. And so if you can have a little, and so I think women's hips, because they're going to have more fat on their hips, it corrects one of the big buoyancy issues that we have in swimming. We didn't evolve to swim. We're horrible at it naturally because we swim like this. We drag our hips through the water. And if you think about the importance of aerodynamics in most of the things that we think about, whether it be archery or race car driving or cycling, in water, it's that much more important because the density of water is, thousands of times greater than air. So swimming is just 100% about avoiding drag.